Hello bitches, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a very exciting vlog for my future self to look back on because I updated my studio space and it really wasn't a huge renovation either. A lot of it was just repositioning things, reorganizing things, just adding some things, but not like tearing down a wall and just renovating a whole space. So don't expect this video to be something super dramatic. It's really not. It's really minimalistic in terms of the changes, but you know, during this time of quarantine, I feel like we all need a change of space from time to time. So that's just kind of what this was like for me, because for a while I've been living in a very cramped corner. Like, this is the same corner, but I decided to just have a different perspective, have more space in the back. But prior to this, my desk was facing the other wall. I had equipment from my previous studio that was really huge, and although I felt very lucky to have this huge equipment to work with and just have for the time being, I just also felt like it was taking up all this space on my desk and there was absolutely no room to breathe whatsoever. So I kind of knew that the moment that my project ended, I'm gonna get like similar things that they had, but on a smaller scale. So that kind of explains why I have this slightly upgraded technology. I'll be talking more about it later, but I did eventually get a Mac or an iMac, and I did get my own Cintiq finally for the very first time in my life, because I always worked with an Intuos and I had an iPad, and I know I preached about why the iPad makes me feel so much more flexible than a Cintiq does, but you know, I'm going to explain about it later. So on my last week of work, I was just like, okay, Michelle, you just need to learn to reappreciate your apartment. Like, why don't you just decorate it? Give it some TLC, make a part of it look nice, especially where you work, because that's where you spend most of your time. So that's why I ended up buying this wallpaper up here from Etsy. I bought it from this online business on Etsy that is female run, so I would definitely recommend you to check them out. I forgot the name of it, but it will be right here. I found this geometric pattern that I felt like matches my personality, and I tend to be a very graphic person. I'm not very much of an organic, like leaves and flowers types of person, although I do appreciate that type of aesthetic as well.
Movo, what? You wanna explain? How do you feel about that wallpaper? It's nice, right?
Anyway, sorry for Moon Pie's meows in the background. She is, you know, it's that time of the day where she just wants to be cradled. So yeah, going back to this wallpaper, it was very easy to set up. It was a very easy stick on and peel off type of wallpaper. The only thing I will say to remember if you ever plan to do something like this is to please remember to stick it on from left to right, because I had no idea where to begin, and even though there were instructions placed in the box as well, I just for some reason missed it and placed it from right to left first, and that is definitely a rookie mistake. So, but because it was a peel and stick type of wallpaper, it was very easy to remove the one on the right and then start from the left to right again. I took an X-Acto knife and would just cut the edges that didn't align with my wall, and that was it. And with the remaining wallpaper I have, I kind of just use it as a backdrop now for my sketchbook videos, which, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle, and it's a cute wallpaper too, so why wouldn't you want to repurpose it? So in addition to the wallpaper, after I gave away my equipment from work back to the studio, I was just like, okay, well now I'm stuck with my iPad Pro and laptop only, and just so you all know, I still love my iPad, and I preached it all the time on this channel, saying like, I love the ability to move around and just not be glued to a desk, and here I am gluing myself to a desk. But first of all, spoiler alert, this is a stand desk. Second of all, I realized that now that I am actually starting production on my comic book, and now that I'm kind of taking my YouTube channel a little bit more seriously than before, I decided that, hey, I'm gonna need a computer with more space, a bigger screen to see things, and a Cintiq. So yeah, because I'm taking some of my own personal projects a little bit more seriously now, and they go beyond just Instagram comics, I'm just like, okay, I think it's time to get heavy duty machines for more heavy duty work, because before my iPad was great for doing very casual types of artwork like my Instagram comic. And now that I have two machines that do better help me with my work, I feel less afraid to approach potentially bigger projects. Like, I feel like before I used to be so cramped in my small little laptop editing videos and whatnot. The one thing I will say though is that I am dropping out of the Photoshop club and I am joining the whole Clip Studio Paint. Hello, is this not focused? But yeah, I dropped out of the whole Photoshop club though, and now I have moved over to Clip Studio Paint. I can say so far that it is a definitely more affordable version of Photoshop, and I am still in that learning curve of really being more natural with it and just trying to really be more comfortable with it, but I refuse to pay that subscription for Photoshop, and that's why I moved over to Clip Studio Paint, and now I'm using Final Cut Pro. And then in terms of my tablet, which is now a Cintiq, it is the Cintiq 22 HD
DTK
2260. And this is the new updated 22-inch Cintiq. It's kind of like the one I used to use in school, or the one that you might most commonly see around, except it's just more minimalistic, I guess. So yeah, I picked it up from a store near me just because there's a Cintiq / Wacom distributor near me, and before I left my previous studio, they just gave me a discount, so I was like, I'm gonna take that shit and run with it. Because although I am glued to my desk, I will say that I do get work done faster, especially if it is more heavy duty things like my comic that isn't my Instagram comics, and my videos for YouTube, because my laptop got to a point where it was just like,
okay bitch, you cannot keep putting all of these GB files into me, okay?
So I was just like, I'm sorry. So that's why I got this. Moving on to the next upgrade I got in this little studio corner is that I'm not sure if you're all familiar with my old desk, but it was a stand desk that I think I got from Bed Bath & Beyond. My old stand desk was a great stand desk, but the only thing that was a problem was that it was kind of still a little bit too small for me. So even with my new equipment, which is slightly smaller than the one from my previous studio's equipment, I still struggled to really have enough space to put other things in, like a keyboard or a mouse and just an area to write or draw on. So luckily the stars have aligned, and FlexiSpot has reached out to me and asked if I would like to try out one of their stand desks, and that is how I got this one, this new stand desk that is now white and black and really fits this whole aesthetic thing happening in the background. So I highly, in general, first of all, recommend stand desks, not just because they're cool, but because they are ergonomical and they will definitely benefit your posture and back, because you don't even have to be standing on it all the time. Sometimes you can just be sitting and you raise the table and you can just be looking up, so you're not forced to be like this. You can work up and look up into the sky. So I ended up moving my old stand desk into my room because, funny enough, my boyfriend does need a desk to work on whenever he is here, so now he can use that one, and now I have this one that fits my whole theme a little bit better and does provide a little bit more space. And the great thing about this desk is that it was less than $300, which is really affordable compared to all these other high-tech stand desks out there. Like, honestly, the stand desk I used to have is a little bit more high-tech than this one, but what I found was that I don't even really need most of the functions of the high-tech one, because honestly all I really needed to do is to just go up or go down. So this one really has nothing built in it other than just the buttons to make it go up and down. But I will say I do kind of miss having a drawer, because this one currently does not come with one unless if you purchase it separately. When I first got it in the mail though, it was very heavy, so if you do end up getting a stand desk, make sure that you have people to help you. I'm honestly so lucky to have my boyfriend and my sister help me with this whole setup and moving my desks around my apartment kind of situation, and I'm so sorry for my neighbors downstairs. Even if you set it up alone, the manual kind of explains everything for you, so it should not be that hard. But overall, I would say that if you are looking for a stand desk because you want to just improve your posture or just not be sitting all the time, this desk definitely does its job. It comes in bigger sizes as well, but I'm just like, I'm already running out of space, so I don't need a gigantic desk. This one does the job. In addition to this whole new setup situation, when I got the new Mac and when I got the new Cintiq, I also got more wires just in the background, which annoys the shit out of me. I feel like wires really, I hate wires so much. I ended up getting this wire wrapping thing. You can just look up like cord protector, cord organizer. So the reason why I got this one is because you can kind of just cut it to whatever length you want and it can cover a greater amount of the wires. The other reason why I got this though is because now that I have 2 children, I mean kitties, I need to protect them from the wires. I don't want them to start biting on that shit. I don't want them to get strangled. So that's why I got this, and I got white because my wall is mainly white, so it's not that visible when I look down. And most importantly, it protects my cats from getting electrocuted. In addition to just some other random embellishments, again, I don't really have that much decor on my desk because, again, I really prioritize the space on it. I tend to bring a lot of books and sketchbooks and my planners to my desk anyway, so I don't really want to leave any of them on here. Right now, I only just have 2, which are the ones I will be using the most frequently around my desk, which is my planner and my books planning book. It's just a book for where I put down the notes for my comic, so yeah. But the other thing I have on my desk is just my heart mirror because, you know, I do my makeup here and I also need to look at it sometimes when I need a reference for expressions, because animators, board artists always need to be looking at their faces and being like, am I pushing this expression enough? And I did just get this little cute moon-shaped mouse pad because the moment I got a desktop, I was like, oh shit, I'm back in the mouse life. So I just got one that was pink and blue that would match, you know, the other colors going on in this room, and you know, it's cute. I also have a cat named Moon Pie now, and I love moon cakes, so just give me all the moon shit. Behind my Mac computer, I have a pencil holder that I just got from World Market a long time ago. It's just an industrial, simple can. But yeah, I would say this is a workspace that suffices for a digital artist or a storyboard artist like myself. But lastly, of course, you could not forget the wall of inspiration. All I have is one of the posters of, it's really a test print from one of my stickers that I made a long time ago, but the thing is, I really didn't like how this poster came out, but whatever, I'm just leaving it here for space fillers. And I have my old little Disney internship drawing that my friend Camilo did for us. I also have a print from Lightbox Expo from Izzy Abreu on Instagram. And lastly, I just have my own old test prints and another print from my friend Camilo, my old name tag, this little plush from Amber Aki Huang. So yeah, that's kind of my wall of inspiration and just memories. This originally was a chalkboard, but I'm just not that big of a fan of chalk. I know there's chalk markers out there, but I'm just like, I need space to put all this shit on anyway, so there it goes. But yeah, that pretty much is all of my studio corner space. I don't have my own studio space yet, but I do plan to have one whenever I move out, so hopefully that could be by the end of this year. And that's why I didn't really go ham on buying new decor or more superficial materialistic things, because I'm just like, you know what, if I'm gonna move out of here, I'm probably gonna be changing the look anyway, so having the essentials like the computer, the tablet, and the desk is really all I need. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I really enjoyed finally letting you all in on a part of my space. I feel like I don't talk about my apartment or room that much just because I currently feel a little bit suffocated in it, but now that I have this space, I feel more comfortable and I feel like I have a little bit more room. I did originally plan to hope to have a bookshelf fit on this wall, but I was just like, it's not gonna happen. You know, it would have just made me feel more claustrophobic, but in my old sketchbook video, I did remember putting a bookshelf on this wall as a cute little idea, but some things are just meant to stay as ideas. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Maybe it's gonna be another draw with me, who knows. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. So see you later, and stay wholesome, bitches.
Sorry for distracting you in the video. I just wanted to be a part of it because I'm not a high-tech piece of equipment, but I am a high-quality mammal.